What's up, everybody? It is Brian Scarborough here with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I hope you guys had a great weekend. There was some pretty intense energy. It was pretty good energy overall, but sometimes just that good energy, when it's a lot of it like that, can feel like a lot and make you feel like maybe it was too much, or you couldn't get everything done that you wanted to get done, or you're just getting messages that you couldn't accomplish. And just know that, like, you know, you take what you can. You take what you can, and I hope you guys enjoyed the weekend. It was powerful on like many different levels. Let's jump right into this Memorial Day. It is May 25th, 2020, Memorial Day for the United States. So happy Memorial Day to everybody who celebrates um, in this country, which is most of the people in it. So I hope you guys are safe and have fun today. The moon is like the highlight of this morning. We'll take a look at that. The moon was making a sextile to Uranus and making a trine over to Mars. So, I mean, talk about like unexpected but feel good aspects. You know, Uranus makes this triangle here. Uranus, like, it's unexpected. It could be anything. It could be a new, innovative way. We something we do that makes us feel good, right? With this sextile, like, it could be such a minuscule thing, or it could be the biggest thing. Like, Uranus is very unpredictable, but it's the messages from the gods. It's just everything that could be. And in Taurus at this 8th degree, it's really like what is coming back around. Like, I always look at 8 in numerology as like infinity and like bringing back karma. So there could be good karmic feelings coming back with this morning. That, it's funny because I ended up doing a past life regression meditation this morning. Before I really even like looked at the charts, like I knew kind of what was coming, but it was even before I even looked at really the charts to see what the transits were exactly, and it was like right at 8 degrees. And so it's just there's things that we're gonna do today that are gonna come up because of this Uranus aspect that's aspecting everything, and it's our moon and our emotions. And remember, the moon is dignified in Cancer. That's the moon's home. So like, not only do we have a really strong moon right now, but it's getting these positive aspects to God, to like a higher power. And it's like, are we gonna do the things that make us feel good? And we might have to. It might be like thinking outside the box and doing something we're not used to. Like Mars in Pisces is about doing like the unknown. Like, it's almost unpredictable. So especially with Uranus, like, it's such good aspects, but they're unpredictable, and like it could come out of nowhere. So if something comes out of nowhere that makes you feel good, like, roll with that today, because that's like the aspect today is like, what are we gonna do to make us feel good? And it's not gonna involve like the normal things in our daily routine. It's gonna be something different. So look for whatever unique comes to you, because it's gonna make you feel good. So try not to get lost in doing the same old things today. Like break out, and when that new idea comes in, take action to that, because that's what's really gonna get this like big, nice, this goodness. Like 2 sextiles in a trine, like, that's some good energy. That's some really good aspects, and it's all, the focal point is Uranus. So it's like, it's gonna be unexpected, and it's going to be something that makes us feel really good. And if we just take action on what that message is, it's really going to benefit us. We're just going to feel at home in our body, at home with ourselves, and that's such a good feeling moving forward. So I hope that you do take that. Mercury is just ripping, about to come up on the North Node here in the next couple days. Haven't seen that in 18 years. So, Mercury in its home sign of Gemini, dignified home, going to come on top of the North Node. I mean, we're really going to be figuring out like what we need to do where we're going, so that we can emotionally connect when Mercury moves into Cancer, and we can start putting those emotions into things that really bond us, because we're learning so much about each other and ourselves right now. So while the moon also made all that great aspects, it also squared Chiron. There's a square to Chiron in Aries. So this is where we got to lean on Uranus, right? We got to be unique, and we got to do and listen to these messages that come from a higher place, because if not, we might get stuck in thinking like, there's only one way to be. There's only this one identity that we are, and it's from our past, and we're pulling up the past life stuff that we've lived in this life, and we're thinking that that's all we are, but it's not. Like, there's so much more. There's so much more. So listen to the new messages that are coming in, and don't fall back on the old stuff all the time. I mean, reflect on the old stuff, of course, but you got to heal like by finding yourself now. Like, that's Chiron in Aries, is like, find yourself now. It's not about who you were, it's about who you are now, and what that, where that takes you. So try not to fall too much on the past, especially today, because there is that one square that happened at the exact same time that the sextiles and the trine happened with Uranus and Mars. So there's more feel good, but sometimes we got to pump the brakes and realize that moving forward is the key. And that's Uranus too, is moving forward. Uranus is always progressing and innovating. So innovate yourself, because it's going to make you feel good. It is. It's going to bring you more self-love, more beauty, and it all comes back to feeling that about yourself. So just, with a square to Chiron in Aries, just pump the brakes and realize that you're moving forward, you're growing as a person, as a soul, and take the messages that you get. Like, those messages are coming through for a reason. Yeah. I mean, that's like the main thing that I really want to talk about today. I think that's just a huge part in how we're going to act as a collective today. Yeah, there's a few other aspects, but I think we can talk about the Pluto semi-square to Mars as well. Because with all these good aspects, we just got to pump the brakes just a little bit and like realize that like change is good. Like, Pluto semi-square Mars is like, okay, we have all these things that we want to feel good about, but if we're scared to make the change, we're not going to be able to feel good. Like, we're going to put ourselves back in that trap of like doing what we've always done and not growing and not changing. So, take this opportunity to figure out the new things and feel good with them. You know what I'm saying? Hope you do. Pull a card for the day. Another reverse card. The High Priestess reversed. Man, we want to feel really good, and we want to bring all this intuition, but are we going to let these little blocks, these little squares stop us? Like, are we going to fall back on the old and not go to the new? I mean, the High Priestess is like the moon's card, right? Like, there's so much like wisdom in the emotion, and if you're not willing to like listen to the messages that are coming to you and figure those emotions out and take that leap, because it's going to feel good if you take the leap and go through that change. But if you're scared of the change, and you're scared of like creating a new you, then you're not gonna be the High Priestess, and you're not gonna have all this beautiful emotional wisdom and this very high intuitive state. I always pull reverse cards, and one of my buddies who always watches my videos, he let me know that in a comment the other day, and it's true. Like, but that's where we're at as a collective right now. Like, that's why the cards are powerful, especially mixed with the astrology. Is like, we're not there yet. Like, we still have a lot of work to do. Like, we're getting all of the hints from the universe and from a higher place to make these leaps and do these things, but we're not quite there yet on a collective level. But the more individuals that make the leap and listen to these messages and don't fall back on the past anymore and become someone new and aren't afraid to change, like the more that spreads to the collective. You know what I'm saying? So it's an individual aspect, but it's also a collective aspect. And these cards are for the collective. And as a collective, we're just not ready yet. But we can be. We just got to trust our intuition and jump forward into these good emotions. I hope that was a good clarification. I love you guys. I hope you have a great Memorial Day. Be safe. Don't do anything too crazy. And if you do have a bunch of crazy fun, I just hope that it's nothing but fun. I love you guys, and I hope you take care. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.